Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. My name is James. I'm so glad you could be here with us. Today I want to cover people that focus, or I should say ministers who focus too much on the end times. I had a friend of mine ask me some questions about it the other day, and it got me to thinking, why are so many people focused on the end times? And then I looked up ministers on YouTube, and oh my gosh, you could spend hours watching all of these end times prophecy videos, and I don't think they get it. I really don't. Just a couple quick points. This is from Matthew chapter 24. You know, he does give a prophecy about what's going to happen at the end, but then he says this in verse 36. This is the important thing right here. Starting in verse 36. But concerning that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only. For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For as in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day when Noah entered the ark. And they were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away. So will be the coming of the Son of Man. Then 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken, and one will be left. 2 men will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken, and one left. Therefore stay awake, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known in what part of the night the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and would not have let his house be broken into. Therefore you must also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at the hour you do not expect. And then he talks about a faithful and wise servant. And then the wicked servant is the one who says, my master's delayed. He begins to beat his fellow servants and eats and drinks with drunkards. And then the master comes on the day he doesn't expect it. So, number one, we have to be faithful. Our job is to be faithful. We're not supposed to know when Jesus comes back. We're supposed to be faithful. We're charged with 2 main things: to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's what we're charged to do. It's Matthew 22, 37 through 40. So, and then Jesus tells this parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25. I don't want to go into too much in depth, because in a couple weeks we'll get to this in the Gospel of Matthew series. But he says, there were 5 wise virgins. They had oil in their lamps. And then there were 5 virgins that were foolish, and they didn't have oil in their lamps. And what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to be faithful to Jesus, and we're supposed to, point number 2, be ready. He says this at the end of the parable. He says, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour. Anybody who tells you they know exactly when Jesus is coming back and who the Antichrist is and when the bad stuff's supposed to happen, if they think they know exactly what's going to happen, they are a charlatan and a liar. Our job isn't to worry about when he's coming back. We just trust that he is going to come back, and we know he's going to come back because he rose from the dead. We can trust that he's coming back because he rose from the dead. So our job is to be faithful to Jesus and to be ready. If Jesus comes back tomorrow and establishes his millennial reign, praise God. If he doesn't, I'm going to keep doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to keep inspiring people to be more like Jesus. I'm going to keep teaching the word. I'm going to keep doing what I'm called to do. And I would inspire you to do the same. So anyway, love you guys, especially my subscribers. And next week we'll get back into the Gospel of Matthew. We left off on Matthew 21:11, so we'll start next week Matthew 21:12, and we'll just keep going. So love you guys. Have a great weekend, and try to stay cool because it's pretty hot outside.